Hey everyone, how y'all doing? This is Charles, and I have a lot of movies. I'm a huge movie fan. I've been for a long time, and I'm an avid movie collector. So I thought I'd do a fun video on my DVD and Blu-ray collection. So without further ado, let's get started. We have a lot to get through. We have Assault on Precinct 13. I actually found this one recently. It's a very hard one to find, so I'm glad I found that one. I love it. It's one of John Carpenter's best films, I think, but it's kind of hard to pick a best film from John Carpenter because they're all great. Total Recall. Very fun movie. I love it. It's from Paul Verhoeven, director of RoboCop and Starship Troopers, and has Schwarzenegger in it. It has a really fun sci-fi plot. If you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend it. Taken. My favorite Liam Neeson film. Black Hawk Down. I actually haven't watched this one in a while. This is probably one of the older DVDs I have. I got it at a garage sale a few years ago. Dumb and Dumber. Don't even ask me why I got the double feature with Dumb and Dumberer. Actually, you know what? I think I remember. At this time, I hadn't seen Dumb and Dumberer. I got this one a long time ago, but I bought the double feature without having seen Dumb and Dumber, and it's pretty bad. Dumb and Dumber's fun though, good movie. The Thing, 1982, John Carpenter, The Thing. Great movie. Then there's the Bronson Triple Threat Collection. This has Death Wish 2, 3, and 4. They're fun movies. They're very, very entertaining movies. And then there's SpongeBob, the first season. Very nostalgic. Big Trouble in Little China. That's a fun movie. If you're a Carpenter fan, you gotta check that one out. If you're a John Carpenter fan. Jurassic World. The Forbidden Kingdom. Not the biggest fan of that one. I will say it's worth getting for the scene where Jackie Chan and Jet Li fight. I think that scene alone is worth the price of admission for that movie. Ton of fun. Spirited Away. Very great film. If you're a fan of animation, and especially a fan of anime films, and you haven't seen that yet, you gotta check it out. I think it's a mandatory viewing if you're a fan of anime. SpongeBob movie. Of course, any late 90s, early 2000s kid has the SpongeBob movie in their collection. The Lost World. That's another one of the first DVDs I ever bought. I actually got it like maybe 15 years ago. That's an old DVD right there. The Secret of NIMH. One of Don Bluth's best films. The second season of SpongeBob. The Lethal Weapon collection. This is actually a pretty cool deal. I think I got that one for like $7 at the DVD exchange. The original Scream. I like the Scream movies. I actually enjoyed all of them so far. This one I think is really, really cool. This is Dog Soldiers. This is the Scream Factory release. So it comes with both the DVD and the Blu-ray, and there's all kinds of really cool bonus features. My only complaint is the fact that for some reason, I don't know, it's like everything in the film itself. Like they modified the grain and they made everything way too bright. So that's my only problem, my only complaint with this version of the film is whenever they remastered the picture quality, it seems like they made everything way too bright. And maybe maybe that's just kind of a nitpick, but I prefer the original release, the original DVD release, or the alternate Blu-ray release of Dog Soldiers. I will say though, that is a really, really cool looking cover. I love the art. But that's one of my favorite films right there. So, Kill Bill Volume 2. Platoon. Another one I have not seen in a while, but I remember it being really good. The Mist. Underrated. Very underrated movie. Gremlins 2, The New Batch. I actually enjoyed this more than the first one. Very unpopular opinion, but I enjoy Gremlins 2. I love Gremlins 1, but Gremlins 2 I think is a more fun movie. The Clint Eastwood movies. Brain fart. The Dirty Harry movies. Those are fun. Starship Troopers. I actually got to see this one they don't have Alamo Drafthouse theaters everywhere, but those of you who live around Texas or in a few other states they have them too, but primarily around Texas, the Alamo Drafthouse theater chain, for those of you who know what it is, actually showed that movie, the Starship Troopers, and I got to go see it with a friend. It was a ton of fun. Zombieland. Another one of my favorites. They Live. If you haven't seen They Live and you're a John Carpenter fan or science fiction horror fan, you need to check out They Live. It's a fantastic film. Schwarzenegger collection. This one comes with True Lies, Commando, and Predator. And I love all three of them. Very good movies. Legend of the Drunken Master, Jackie Chan. Walking with Dinosaurs. I grew up watching this one. It's very nostalgic. I was huge, obsessed with dinosaurs back then, so it was a real treat to see dinosaurs brought to life in such a realistic way in a documentary like that. It, the 2017 remake. RoboCop. Love that movie. And there's Death Wish, the original one. I like the other cover more than that one. I'm not a big fan of that cover. There's another alternate cover art for Death Wish that just shows Charles Bronson standing with a gun pointed that I think looks much better than that. Kill Bill Volume 1. When a Stranger Calls. Don't Breathe. I actually forgot I had this one. Good movie. Very suspenseful. Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Silence of the Lambs. That one's a classic. An American Werewolf in London. Fantastic horror film. I think probably has some of the best werewolf effects you'll ever see in any movie. Rosemary's Baby. Very, very suspenseful movie. Like, I thought that one, at the time when I first saw it, I wasn't sure what to expect. I was like, well, it came out in the late 60s, maybe it was kind of restricted on what it could show on censorship, but no. That was a very disturbing movie. Fantastic film, though. Day of the Dead, the 1985 original. Love that one. Eyes Wide Shut. WWE Backlash. Naruto, The Legend of the Stone of Galel. Cube. That's a very good one. If you're a horror fan, you need to check Cube out. It's kind of like, it's hard to compare. I guess you can compare it to Saw. It's kind of similar to Saw, but it's very claustrophobic. It has a very cool premise. If you're a horror fan, you need to see that one. Misery. Beavis and Butthead Do America. Very funny movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I want to get the DVD that has a different cover, though. I'm not a big fan of this cover. There's another cover art that I think looks a lot better that shows 3 of the clowns and then the 2 main characters in the bottom. Get Out. I think this is Jordan Peele's best film so far. I enjoyed Us, and I wasn't too crazy about the new film, Nope, but I did like Get Out. Double feature, April Fool's Day and My Bloody Valentine. Pulp Fiction. Love this movie, and I think this is a really cool case too. This is like a collector's edition. But there's all kinds of cool bonus material and special features in this one. But this is a fantastic film if you haven't seen it. Jurassic Park 3. Gremlins. Fun movie. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Fantastic movie. If you're a cinema fan, if you're a fan of movies and you haven't seen 2001, you need to check it out. It's just fantastic. Everything from the special effects to the story to the acting, the writing, I was just blown away when I saw that one. Batman Begins. Terminator 2. In my opinion, the last good Terminator film. Rambo First Blood. The Deer Hunter. I actually rewatched this one recently, and It's much better than I remember it being, actually. I'd say it's a fantastic film. The Die Hard movies, 1 through 4, because the 5th one sucks and no one likes it. Karate Kid. This is actually a gift from a friend. I only like the first Karate Kid movie, but, you know, it's more to add to the collection, I guess. The Alien triple pack. This comes with Alien... Yeah, this comes with Alien, Alien 3, and Aliens. Pretty cool. I think I found this one at a flea market a while ago. For only $10. Pretty good deal. Saving Private Ryan. George Romero's original Dawn of the Dead. I think the remake's actually okay, but the original I think is much better. This was a really cool find. Full Metal Jacket and The Shining. Double feature. It was only $4. I found it at the Sam's Club a while ago. 2 great movies for only $4. Can you believe that? The Hills Have Eyes remake. Interestingly enough, I like the remake of Hills Have Eyes more than the original. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Very funny movie. This one I actually found recently. Really cool box set of the Rocky movies, of the original Rocky movies. There's the first one, second, third one, 4 and 5. I think I got a pretty good deal on this one too. I think it was like 7. I think it was like $7 or $8 for the first 5 Rocky movies. I actually enjoy all of them, even the 5th one. I will admit that 4 and 5 are kind of guilty pleasures, but they're still very entertaining movies. Watership Down. I was very lucky to find this one. Like all these movies you see here, I didn't order online, or I found these. These are all finds. These are all DVDs and Blu-rays that I found at either DVD Exchange or through various flea markets that I've been to. Some of these from the Salvation Army. So that was a very lucky find. Watership Down is a very rare movie to find just anywhere, and I freaking love that movie. If you're an animation fan, you got to see that one. Rambo 4, love that one. I think it's the best sequel, personally. Critters. The Terminator, the original. In my opinion, the best one. No Country for Old Men. That was actually much better than I thought it would be. It has a really good plot. Land Before Time. And no, I don't have any of the sequels because the first one is the only good one, I think. I have this really cool Man with No Name trilogy. These are 3 of Sergio. This is Sergio Leone's trilogy. Three great movies. We got The Relic, Jeepers Creepers, another copy of Dog Soldiers, Poltergeist, Braveheart, The Hitcher. This is a very underrated horror film. Very good. If you're a horror fan, you gotta check that one out. Men in Black, Escape from New York, Scream 4, in my opinion, the best Scream sequel. Dog Soldiers. Now this one is the Blu-ray, but the other Blu-ray I have of Dog Soldiers is the Scream Factory release, which, as I complained about before, they really messed with the picture quality and made it way too bright. I like this one a lot more because it's darker, because most of the movie takes place at night and it's more fitting for the original film grain. But I prefer this Blu-ray version of Dog Soldiers more than the other one, personally. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the original one from the 70s. Very good movie. $1 Million Baby. This is the Back to the Future trilogy. That was a pretty cool one to find. The Descent. Fantastic film. the original Candyman. Scared the crap out of me when I first saw it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. Doctor Strangelove, the original Ghostbusters. Almost done here. Reservoir Dogs, Never Ending Story, Dragon Ball Z Season 3. That's really cool. I really love the art on this one too. It's a good season. I love Dragon Ball Z. Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. Jurassic Park. Tremors. Very good movie. Rocky 3. Gran Torino. There's Stand By Me. Jaws. My favorite movie of all time. The Dark Knight. The Departed. Very, very good movie. If you're a fan of crime thrillers, you need to check this one out. Highly recommend that one. Batman, 1989. My personal favorite Batman movie. Even though I can understand people saying The Dark Knight is the best one or their favorite, I respect that too. Ip Man. Another one of my favorites. Hot Fuzz. The Fog. Original John Carpenter, The Fog. Escape from Alcatraz. Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. Ip Man 4. Another copy of Jaws, but I picked this one up because I think that this... Let me get that tag off. I think that the cover art on this one is superior to the cover art on the... That's off. I think the cover art on this DVD is superior to the one on the other DVD I have. Like, this is the original theatrical poster, and I think it looks much better. So that's why I picked this copy up too, even though I have another copy of Jaws. And this is Jaws 2, 3, and 4. Jackie Chan's The Drunken Master. And Ip Man 3. Alright everyone, well that was my DVD and Blu-ray collection. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to drop a comment or just subscribe and give the video a like. And thank you so much for watching.